crafters, thanks for joining me here in the attic. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, and we'll get to crafting and memory keeping. Today I'm going to do another Technique Tuesday video. I hope this will be a little quick video, and I'm going to try my hand at creating a little faux acetate and then grunging it up with some alcohol inks. What I am going to try to do here is I'm going to use some packing material that I got. And I'm just going to cut that to a size that I want to work with. You could use this packing material all by itself, but it's a little thin for what I want to do. I want it to be more kind of the thickness of what you would get for acetate or transparency film. But since I am on a modified spending freeze, I wanted to see if I could try to create my own and not order any. So what I've got is clear packing tape. And I'm hoping between the packing tape and this package material, I can create something that is a little thicker. So what I want to do is pull off my tape here to make strips to go on the packing material. I apologize that that's really loud. And I'm just going to lay this down. I'm hoping that the static doesn't cling to it too bad. Lay this over my packing material. Try not to waste too terribly much. I got that other one a little bit longer than I wanted to. And I'm not worrying about the wrinkles so much in here, but I do want the final end product to be a little grungy. So those wrinkles, I think, will just add to that character. And I'll pull this up and flip it over and do the other side the same way. And cut off the extra here because I don't need quite that much. That first piece I got a little bit too much there. Alright, I'm going to just trim this up to where I don't have any sticky edges. Again, this is not going to be as thick and as rigid as transparency film would be, but it does add some more stability to it to where I can add this to my project. So what I'm going to do now is just use my alcohol inks to try to grunge this up some. And let's see what we get. For the alcohol inks that I'm going to use, I'm going to be using Slate, Pitch Black, Latte, and Crimson. If you want to, you can always grab gloves to use that. I'm going to try to keep it off my hands as much as possible. I'm not going to grab any gloves today. And I'm going to be working on my glass media mat. And I have a little mini mister that is full of 70% isopropyl alcohol. And I'm just going to add in random areas some of the alcohol inks, starting with slate. The thing I love about alcohol inks is I like to just play with them to see what overall patterns I get. It's not a precise technique that you're going to get exactly a certain pattern. Add some more of my alcohol. And now I'm just going to pick it up and kind of let it drip and move around to get it a little bit more transparent. Add a little bit more of my alcohol. And now I'm going to start adding some of the latte and the crimson. Still got plenty of the alcohol on here. So I'm just going to be kind of swirling and creating hopefully some patterns to get that grungy look. Okay, and lastly I'm going to use the crimson to add some little pops of color for a kit that I'm going to be working with. And just randomly putting those in there. And letting those kind of mix together. I am getting some drips of the alcohol and the ink on my glass mat, so I'm probably going to do just kind of swirl that around to get some on the back side of this, just so that I'm not wasting that. And I'll give a little different look on the back side. And I'm going to go in the same way here, just to get that to kind of grunge up a little bit more. Alright. So I'm going to pause the video, clean up, and I'll come back when this is dry and show you what we ended up with. After my faux acetate dried, I decided I wanted to make a tag for the Tag Tuesday challenge over in the Paper Bee Creatives Facebook group. I will have that link down in the description box, where you can go over, check out what Tag Tuesday is. Every Tuesday there's a challenge to make a tag, and you have the chance to win one of the Paper Bees kits, so do check that out. So this is what I came up with. I'm going to be using a kit to create a journal later on in February, so I wanted to go ahead and start creating some ephemera to go in that journal, and this is what I came up with. The kit that I'm using is called Cursed. It is from the Paper Bee. I will have that link also in the description box. But I used some of my Vintage Photo Distress Oxide Spray and grunged this up some, and also used some of the Fire Brick to add some of the red detailing in it. And so that's my pocket for my tag. And for my tag, I wanted to create a forbidden love kind of theme. So I used the trifold tag that's in that kit, Cursed, and created a little window where you can see through. I hope you can see that on camera a little bit, where you can see through and just barely see the image of the woman in the background. I used some paper flowers to make a little heart here that looks like it's a broken heart. I stitched around this tag, putting in the faux acetate. See if you can see through that a little bit, so you can see it creates a window of sorts. Then I used the images in the kit to make the backings for the tag, and added some distress lace here. And that way you can see her here. And here I used some foil candy wrapper and put behind her to add a little bit more texture. And then on the back of the tag, I used that same paper flower to just make a distress flower on the back of the tag. So that ends Technique Tuesday, and also the tag challenge over in the Paper Bee. So be sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time I put up any new content. And until I see y'all again here in the attic, y'all take care.